Little Dan and Kath, both only 10 years old, believe they are in love. One day, they decide they want to get married. Dan gathers his courage and goes to Kath's father to ask for her hand. Dan bravely walks up to Mr. Bravo and says, "Mr. Bravo, me and Kath are in love, and I want to ask you for her hand in marriage." Thinking it's cute, Mr. Bravo replies, "Well, Dan, you're only 10. Where will you two live?" Without hesitation, Dan replies, "In Kath's room. It's bigger than mine, and we can both fit there nicely." Still finding it adorable, Mr. Bravo asks, "Okay, how will you live? You're not old enough to get a job to support Kath." Dan instantly responds, "Our allowance. Kath makes $5 a week and I make $10 a week. That's about $60 a month, and that should do us just fine." By this time, Mr. Bravo is a little shocked that Dan has put so much thought into this. He thinks for a moment, trying to come up with something Dan won't have an answer to. After a second, Mr. Bravo says, "Well, Dan, it seems like you have everything all figured out. I just have one more question for you. What will you do if the two of you should have little ones of your own?" Dan shrugs his shoulders and says, "Well, we've been lucky so far.